Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally, and we are back at it with another Forza Horizon 4 build video, man. We are in that NISMO 350Z, and I am excited to say the day has finally come, man. The car that I personally have been waiting to drive since I saw it was in this game, man. That NISMO Sentra, finally available for purchase in the auto show, man. So I'm excited to see this build, man. I know a couple of you guys did throw that request down there for your boy Don Squally. And you guys know me, big Nissan fan, have been for quite a few years, so it's only natural that we build quite a few Nissans here on Horizon 4 for our first videos of the game on the channel. Now, as you guys know, we just released that Tanner Fox Guaczilla 2.0 build, man, which I'm also very excited to not only have that car on the channel, but also have the car in the game to be able to race. But for today's video, man, Dan79NC, Boosted Nismo, and Muhammad Uzair Dudat all want to see that NISMO Sentra build. Now, one of the reasons that I'm excited to do this NISMO build is obviously, as you guys know, I was an Altima owner in the past, front wheel drive VQ35. So what I'm hoping to do is do some sort of a V6 front wheel drive swap on this vehicle. Now, obviously, we're going to start out with the base color here, that nice white with the little red accents. Free, as you guys can see, with the car pass, which I believe comes with the Ultimate Edition. Otherwise, you'd have to pay for that separately. But I am super excited right now. Now, I have been actually kind of looking for an older Sentra SER, possibly an Infiniti i30, and I just need something that's going to save me a little bit on gas, since driving to work with the G35, as you guys can imagine, gets a little bit expensive. So that is another reason why I'm really pumped to see a car that I might potentially, you know, drive or own in the future in Forza Horizon 4. Now, as you guys can see, we have a couple of engine swap options here. Looks like a 3.2 liter inline six. Going to assume that's the super motor, that RB26, a 1.6 liter turbo rally. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the swap that I think we are going to go with. Now, unfortunately, this is an R35 motor, 3.8 liter, twin turbo, as you can see, but it is a V6, and in my opinion, it's gonna be the only logical option here, I think. Now, with this car being a front-wheel drive, I'm having some thoughts in my head that this is gonna be very difficult to control. But nonetheless, I think it's crazy enough that we should just go ahead and do this real quick. Now, as far as the aero and appearance, I'm going to assume there's not too many bumpers, because this bumper is, well, this bumper is just beautiful in my opinion. One of the things that I really like about these new Sentras, or the new Nismos for that matter, because the 370s, also very sharp looking vehicles. You know, just the body kit's on point. Nissan really doing great things nowadays. As far as the aero, I think we're just going to leave the outside stock. Now, we are going to need a race tire compound, obviously, and some very, very wide tires. This thing is, you know, evidently not going to go anywhere. But for the sake of this video, I think it's something that's crazy enough that I would like to see it done myself. As far as the wheels go, I want something with a nice deep dish. So I'm going to skim through a few of my options, let you guys know when I find something that I think suits this car. Now, as far as the wheels go, I'm going to try something a little bit different here. Now, I've seen some older Sentras with the Corvette wheels, the solid shooters, and I think that might be a look that I'm going to try on this car. Now, the one thing is, we can widen the track width on this car, so I think that is what's really going to help this thing have a nice stance to it. So we're going to go ahead and max that out, both front and back. And with that poke, I think, I wish it was a little more aggressive, but I think we'll be able to make these wheels work. Now, as far as the clutch goes, I'm not sure. I mean, this is a NISMO, so it's got to be manual. So we're going to go ahead, upgrade that clutch as well as the transmission, and let's do the differential. Actually, yeah, we might as well do the differential because we're going to need all the help that we can get with both wheels spinning there. Brakes, definitely getting upgraded. Suspension, I want to put a drift spring and suspension. Now, it's unfortunate. I was hoping we can get just a little bit lower. We'll see if we can make some adjustments, but I wanted to see this thing just slam to the ground. Weight reduction and all that, I think we're going to be okay for. What I do want to do is anti-roll bars as well as the chassis reinforcement. Put a nice roll cage in there for stability, rigidity, and also because it looks super dope. Now, as far as the engine goes, we got an R35 engine in this car already, so I'm just going to go ahead and do some intakes and exhaust, Ricer 101, if you will. And, I mean, 834, we're at 852 right now. I think we're probably going to have to do some more modifications now. It looks like we're not getting much more speed from those turbos, but I am going to upgrade them because, I mean, this thing is going to need all the help that it can get. And if things are crazy enough that it's not working properly, I will probably go back and throw on the all-wheel drive. Now, unfortunately, those springs all the way slammed to the ground, so we're not going to be able to get any lower. Camber already pretty well maxed out on the front. We're going to put a little bit more on the rear. And I'm going to pump up those brakes just a touch. And, I mean, gearing should be pretty good. We should be ready to rip with this thing. So we're going to go ahead and save that to the current car. Not very much changed in the way of tuning. And now, obviously, designs and paints. Now, I myself honestly believe that, you know, if you're going to get a NISMO anything, you guys saw me driving the NISMO 350Z. I believe that white with the black, you know, lower valence and black bumper on the back with the red accents is the way to go. Most definitely. Now, there are a couple more different options here. The black's not too bad, but I would certainly go with the white. Now, what I want to see is, yeah, see, as soon as we paint the car, you lose all of your red accents, and that's just not going to work for me. So we're going to stick with the Nissan OEM white color here. But now what I think we're going to do is black out the windows here, and now we have the decision of exactly what color we are going to use for our wheels. So I'm going to skim through a couple of options here. Now, if I had to choose, I'd probably go with the white on white, that manufacturer color. But what I am going to do is possibly select a chrome or maybe a aluminum brushed finish here. Now, I'm not too sure about these wheels, to be honest. I do really want to make them work, but they just don't look like they're going to cut it. So what I think I'm probably going to do, paint these wheels white, finish up everything else that I want to. Yeah, I think we'll leave the hood. That is a sharp looking car, though, I'm not going to lie. And now what I think I might do is just return to the upgrades and tuning, skim through a few different wheel options and see if I can find something that ties this car together just a little bit more. Now, upon skimming through a few options, I did want to go with something with a little bit more of a deeper dish initially, but I think these HRE 546Rs are going to be perfect for this car. Nice looking wheel. One thing I am noticing though is we need to bump up that wheel diameter just a little bit. I don't know, 20s, let's go with 19s, not to be completely ricey. And now that we've got that out of the way, I'm ready to get this thing out on the road. I am so pumped to see what a R35 engine is like inside of a tiny little car like this. But thankfully, through the magic of video games, we are able to make it happen today. Now, this thing looks absolutely sick. Love all the lines that they've put on these little Sentras, man. If you're getting one, I would highly recommend the NISMO. Just the body kit and bumper is absolutely amazing. I would love to own one of these things. I'm not going to lie. However, let's see what this one does, all right? However, let's see how this one rides, shall we? R35 transmission. A little bit slow on the shifts, I'm not going to lie. I don't know what that's due to. Maybe the flywheel. If this thing can handle, it might not actually be that bad of a car. If this car can, you know, maintain its course through the corners and stuff like that, while being able to somewhat go straight, we might have something on our hands here. Oh, but as soon as those wheels spin, your ability to turn is pretty much gone. So you really have to decide when you want to go straight and when you want to turn, because those front wheels just pull in this whole car. Oh, I should probably pay attention to the road. Alrighty, we need a nice straight run here. Looks like there's a straight road just up here. Wow, would you listen to that? You can go out on the lot and purchase one of these things. With the R35 motor, probably be a little bit difficult to run that swap, but you know, with a little bit of cash and time, anything is possible. So let's do a little bit of a launch here, shall we? Love that white on white. Oh, we're in 5th gear here. We should probably go into 1st. Woo! Once that boost comes on, those tires are just spinning. Now, like I say, the main issue here with this type of car being front wheel drive is going to be that grip initially. But once we get going, if the brakes can keep up, which we're going to test out right here, it seems like they're pretty adequate for the power that we're putting down with this engine. Now once this video is done, I'll probably do a couple of the story mode races and see if it needs a little bit of adjustments. Now, like I say, what I might probably end up doing, rear wheel drive just doesn't seem logical, but all wheel drive I think would be a little bit more fun. Rear wheel drive in a car like this with this much power and it being so light would just be an absolute nightmare to handle, more so than front wheel drive, I believe. So I think all wheel drive probably be the way to go. Put the power about 75-80% to the rear, so you do get a little bit of that rear wheel you know, kick from the back end. But I mean, other than that, it's you know, you're looking at just a whole lot of spinning. And as the saying goes, man, spinning ain't winning. We all know that. But I mean, as far as an overall build, I think this car looks beautiful. Like I say, I'm a big fan of these newer NISMO Sentras. Not overly expensive. I was going to say a buddy of mine just was, you know, looking to get out of his Altima. I told him, have a look at the NISMO Sentras. He ended up going a different route, but during that period of time, I got the opportunity to check a couple of them out in person, and they're definitely nice cars for the money. And I mean, just look at that body kit from factory. Looks almost like a 370Z from the front end. But with that being said, I am thinking we are probably going to put an end to this video. I'm going to get online, do a couple more races with this car to really test it out. But I do believe this is a car that I will be keeping for quite a while. But if you guys do have any requests of any other type of builds, specifically ones that haven't been done on the channel, if it's a YouTuber build and enough people request it, we'll do it, man. You guys saw you know, the Tanner Fox build was a huge hit. A number of people requested that. So when the people come together, man, the Don Squally must answer. But with that being said, I'm your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally. And as always, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all of your input, your support, and most certainly, thank you guys for coming back every single video, man. That's about it, man. I've said all that I gotta say. So with that being said, we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Oh. Oh! 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 Oh no! Oh no! Oh!